Okay, in this video, we will be working on um, creating a graph from a spreadsheet. And in this case, I'm pretending that this spreadsheet was from a form that we created in the last video. So let's get rid of that. And here's the response spreadsheet. So remember, when you create a form, also a response spreadsheet is created that will record it. Now I just put these in myself. You can edit it just like a regular spreadsheet. And what we want to do is make a graph from this. So the first thing you need to do is highlight what you want to graph, which in this case is this. If you try to go like this and graph it, here's the insert chart, which basically means insert graph. It'll give you an error saying first and second columns must be entity and time. So in other words, it doesn't like how these columns are starting. So we'll do these two. And now when we click, again, look at this. When we click insert chart, we have choices. Now it guesses on the start tab here, it guesses what you might like. It makes recommendations. Now this is technically a bar chart or a bar graph. But it seems like most of the time what we're really looking for is a column chart. So we click that and hit insert. And the nice thing is you can click a lot of these and make changes. So we can call this whatever we want. Third grade math group sizes. This I don't think is even necessary. So I will, clear it out. And so you can see it automatically did a scale of 6, which is fine. And also you can see that it's missing labels. So if you go to this drop-down menu and go to Advanced Edit, you'll see, scrolling down, that it has an axis. The horizontal we'll call schools. By the way, you could have also easily just put teacher names here too, depending on what you highlighted. And I'll update that, and you can see schools is there. Now going back, you can also, I could have done this all at once and updated it after, but we'll go to left vertical and call it number of students. Date. Now you can see it there. One thing that you can do to try and manipulate the way the graph looks is that you can, in some ways, you can mess with the scale. So when you click on it, you can tell it the minimum value and the maximum value. So if I say that the maximum value is 40, you can see how that changes the look of the graph. I mean, of course. But really, there's no way to tell it to scale by 2s or 5s or whatever. It picks what it thinks is best. And if you want the default, just make sure you have nothing entered here. And it'll go back. One other thing, people typically, not typically, but if you want this chart to be in its own sheet, you can click the drop-down menu and go to Move to Own Sheet. Now it's separate from the responses, which are here, and here's chart 2, where we can look at it. And that is how to make a chart.